Hello there! There is no better time than seeing January 1st on the calendar to start setting all the wild goals and making a ton of resolutions with high hopes of sticking to all of them, not only during the first week of January, but the entire year. I want to share with you today a 4-step planning exercise that I learned about recently in an organization workshop that I took, by following which you can plot out all of your dreams and goals, ambitions, aspirations, resolutions in a very efficient and productive way, and basically set yourself up for success. And let's get into it. To give you some backstory, before I found out about this planning exercise, I just have a calendar on my wall. I would usually add things to it that I want to get better at or do more of, whether it is exercise, running, reading, meeting up with people, but it was all very sporadic. And one quote that resonated most with me from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, that I am currently reading, goes something along the lines of: you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And although I was doing a lot and writing out all of my goals, I had no systems to guide my actions whatsoever. I was just actively living and doing multiple random things at once. So the number one step of this exercise, and I will do it along with you, that you need to grab a piece of paper and something to write with. Okay, that was top step. The actual number one step is that you need to divide your piece of paper in two parts, either vertically or horizontally. It doesn't really matter, but I prefer vertically. On one side, you write down what you want to achieve or what type of person you want to become, and you choose whichever time frame you're comfortable with, but since we are in January, let's just stick to a year. And basically do an idea dump. No goal or dream is too big or small. Write everything you genuinely want to accomplish and become. After you do all of that, on the other side of the sheet, for every goal you've written, you write out the exact things you were doing last month, recently, today, to get closer to each one of your dreams. And that, for me personally, is the most painful part. So let's see. Run a marathon and overall become more fit and healthy. Well, last month, if I'm being completely honest, I have not worked out once at all. And since also I was home, it was the holiday season, I definitely did not eat healthy. So technically, I am doing nothing or even backing away further from these points. And if I don't change that, most likely they will just remain unachievable. Or let's look at another point of booking more photography clients. I have my photography Instagram page where I posted photos from the 5 first shoots I did last year, and that's it. I did nothing further about it. So realistically speaking, there's very little chance of me getting any clients this year at the moment, because I'm not pushing my work out there and nobody really knows that I even do photography. And currently it looks like my entire business strategy is based on the hope that someone would stumble on my Instagram handle, fall in love with the 18 images that I have there, and hire me right away. And you go like this through every single point on your list one by one and face your painful reality if you're anything like me. And this will allow you to realistically evaluate where you currently are in relation to your goals and give a better understanding about what things you need to work on and what habits you need to build. Step number 2 is for you to group your goals and work with them. Usually, no matter what you write down, there will always be a few bigger goals on your list, by accomplishing which you might cross out a couple of smaller ones along the way. Going back to my example, if I set a goal of making a certain amount of money this year, I will probably look for different avenues or streams of income to make it, one of which could potentially be photography, which in turn will push me to approach it a bit more seriously and put more effort in it. So look at your goals and try to identify a few main ones that embody a couple of smaller ones. Step number 3. After circling your few main goals, turn your piece of paper and we'll make a plan this time, which finally is the silver lining bit of this entire exercise. As an example, I'll use one of my goals of running a marathon. You break it down further step by step of how you can achieve it, all the way to the smallest thing you can do today, right now, to hit that boss battle level of a goal later on. Think of it as a video game and all the levels you need to go through to build your skill level before you can face the final boss. To run a marathon, I need to build a training program and overall be quite fit and eat healthy. Brainstorm your ideas and your algorithm, and it can really help make even your wildest goals not as scary to approach. Because right now, running a marathon to me sounds frightening, but stretching and doing one quick Google search and a yoga class today seems somewhat doable. The fourth and last step of this entire planning would be to plot all of your ideas from your algorithm out on a calendar. I usually do this monthly just because it is easier to track everything that way and see how things fall and to adapt if something goes wrong. You're in it for the long run, so be realistic about what you can do. And the compounding effect in finance perfectly applies to building habits as well, and all the small actions really end up adding up with time. There is this chart from Atomic Habits that I loved. Small actions compound with time and do lead to big results. You want to make plans that you can actually work with and to be able to adjust them or change them, whatever happens this year. When I first did this exercise, it was a bit mind-blowing, especially the first step, but it helps you face yourself and do a reality check. I wish you a happy new year and to achieve all the goals you've set for yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Very soon in the next one. Bye!